I'm gonna give you guys a very simple yet very effective 3-step tool that you can use to communicate more effectively with your partner. But before we get into the tool, there's always the first one baseline rule that you always should apply first before any tool that follows it, which is however I choose to approach my partner and speak to them or respond to them, always lead with love. That's always rule number one that never changes. That means, am I speaking in a positive tone? Am I using positive body language, right? Is my energy positive, right? Is my demeanor right? Or is it negative? Is it productive or is it going to create some sort of tension? If it's not all positive and productive, go back to the drawing board before you try to go approach your partner to talk to them. Then you're going to use a tool I call V.S.E. And the V stands for vulnerability. If you're going to go express a true deep concern you have to your partner, you have to do it from a vulnerable space. Now, a lot of people struggle with this because they see vulnerability as a weakness sometimes. Like if I start opening up to those deep parts of myself, I'm scared to put myself out there and might get hurt because what if they shut me down or they respond in a negative way? But listen, if you have a partner that loves you and you feel genuinely does care about you, but you guys are having a hard time being on the same page, they're never going to, just abandon you or reject you whenever you're being as intimate as you can with something that's really personal to you deep down to the core as to why it matters to you. That means don't just give the concern to them, give the substance and the depth, reason, the floor as to why this has been important to you, why you're bothered by something maybe that they're doing or that you're not receiving from them, whatever it is. Because when you do this, you're speaking from the human in you. So you can connect to the human in them that can understand maybe not the surface of what your concern is, but the need at the bottom of it that is being violated, because we have the same needs as people. We just have different ways we get those needs met. So if you talk about just the story so much and the topic of discussion, they may not agree with you and you be combative for a long time. But if you're speaking to, here's the needs of mine, I'm not feeling safe, I'm not feeling reassured, I don't feel like I matter, I don't feel like I'm being loved or whatever, they can relate to that no matter if they agree with the reason why or not. Then that sets you up for S, which is suggestive positivity. Look, none of us are getting into a relationship with someone that we don't feel cares about us and we don't care about them, right? So at the end of the day, you and your partner might be at odds or having issues you're working through, but they still love you, right? And they wouldn't intentionally want to do negative things towards you. Like, why would they, right? It wouldn't serve their interests. They want to be with a happy partner and they want you to be happy and they want themselves to be happy. So assume that and speak that into them. See, people fail when they try to go express how they feel about something they feel their partner's doing by coming in guns blazing and attacking them. But when you come in with suggestive positivity to say, hey, here's how I feel about XYZ happening or not happening. Here's how I am emotionally as a result of it, right? Here's what's happening for me. But I know that's not what you mean for me. I know you didn't want me to feel this way. I know you want me to be happy. You want yourself to be happy. And you want us to thrive together, right? Because that speaks towards the collective goal you guys both want, right? And doesn't make them the bad guy. It just means there's this issue, this obstacle you're having with them that you would like to get past, and they don't want it to be there the way you don't want it to be there. And that sets you up for E, which is empowering questions. After you've been vulnerable to express how you're feeling, I statements, not pointing the finger, and you suggest a positivity to let your partner know, I know you don't want me to feel this way, right? And I don't want to feel this way either. Then you use empowering questions to ask them, can you help me? How can you help me to fix this? How can we get past this together, right? How can I gain some understanding as to why you're operating the way you do? Maybe why you're not offering me what I need or whatever the case is. Help me out. This makes your partner a teammate to work through the obstacle you have together so you can gain understanding and you guys can come up with a solution together instead of you fighting against them and them trying to defend against you. So remember, be vulnerable and give substance. Suggest the positive about the relationship and about your partner. Don't suggest the negative. And use empowering questions that empowers you guys to be better together and get through the obstacles instead of be stunted by them. If you and your partner need help applying this simple strategy, but yet very powerful one, DM me coaching and we will get to work. Let's get it.